We are group 9 and we are going to be presenting on how Lego has used innovation to capture value. So for our team today, I'm Layla Yee and I'm a senior majoring in marketing.
I'm Miles Bryan. I'm a junior in accounting.
I'm Anshul Sankarnani. I'm a junior in IBE.
I'm Minji. I'm junior in marketing and Bain.
I'm Brad. I'm a junior. I'm majoring in accounting.
So here's going to be the agenda for today. First, we're going to familiar you guys with Lego's background in the toy and entertainment industry, which Lego falls into. Moving on to the competitor analysis and discussing some of the frameworks that we've reviewed in class this semester. Next, the innovation and two examples of partnership cases Lego has been able to collaborate. And then lastly, ending off with some financials to see how Lego has been holding up with their sales.
So, for some background of Lego, it was founded in 1932 in Billund, Denmark, by a man named Ole Kirk Christiansen. It originally started out as a small wooden toy manufacturer and also produced household items. But during the Great Depression, he didn't have much of a market. A fire destroyed his shop during the Depression, and then Christiansen he started to experiment with plastic, and it was a success. So, with the success, Lego was popularized across Europe, especially in the late 50s, and then in North America, early 60s. And then Lego's name, it stems from legat, which means to put together. For the industry analysis, the toy industry is obviously extremely competitive, and the barriers to entry are high. You can't really just get into it immediately. Lego has emerged as the top toy company, and it also found itself developing its brand in movies and games. Its top competitors are pretty well known. Hasbro is the first one. It's known for action figures and board games. It's also known, owns the IPs of Transformers, My Little Pony, Nerf, Monopoly, just very large titles. Mattel's another known one. Has offers a wide array of toys and action figures. It has IPs of Hot Wheels, Barbie, American Girl, Uno, and other titles. And despite all these, big names that they own or have the IPs to, Lego stands out because they have these collaborations of their original item, just specifically Legos. And these items have collection value as more and more people want to collect them as new sets come out. And its ability to tap into the entertainment market helps it to stand out compared to Hasbro and Mattel, who hasn't done that as much.
All right, so continuing from the last side, we saw how Mattel and Hasbro are like the biggest names, are some of the biggest names in the toy industry. But now I want to dig in deeper and see how they compete with Lego specifically. So starting with Mattel, they own Mega Bloks and Mega Constructs, which are basically the most like similar products to Lego. And their strategy to combat with Lego is mainly competing on price. So for families who don't want to spend a lot, Mattel gives them a cheaper building option. And because Mattel already has big brands like Barbie and Hot Wheels, they have stronger marketing power and shelf space in major stores. The challenge for them is that the building experience doesn't feel as satisfying as Lego, and the sets don't have the same long-term appeal. So Mattel takes the cake on price, but like when it comes to quality creativity, that's where Lego has a strong advantage. Hasbro is different. They're not as focused on building toys, but they're still a major competitor for kids' attention. They have major entertainment brands like Nerf and Transformers. So while they might not be like stealing Lego fans directly, they could pull customers away from Lego simply because kids choose other types of toys like Nerf. Hasbro also gets into movies, shows, and video games, which makes them a big competitor in the like the larger world of entertainment, and that's a space that Lego's a big part of. There's also a lot of off-brand like building sets that copy Lego and sell for much cheaper. These sets might work with Lego bricks, but they're lower quality and don't have like licensed characters or interesting stories to get behind them. So they can take a little market share at the low end, but they don't really have a whole lot to third in Lego's brand. And lastly, an underrated aspect is the digital entertainment, which is growing stronger every single year. Kids now spend more time on screens than with physical toys, so that means Lego has to keep finding innovative ways to stay exciting. And that means some examples could be like partnering with popular games, movies, or just creating interactive sets. Even though like Mattel and Hasbro are huge companies, Lego still stays way ahead of them because They built a huge brand, which are people are very, very emotionally connected to, and that they keep innovating to stay relevant by partnering with movies and shows. But at the same time, they can't get comfortable because of the competition that just pushes Lego to keep improving on what they do best.
I will explain the Porter's five forces to examine its industry environment of Lego. So threat of new entrants is low. New entrants face some major barriers. Lego's global brand recognitions, strong IP protection, exclusive licensing deals, and worldwide manufacturing and distribution network are extremely difficult to replicate. Building similar trust and scale will require decades and massive investment, keeping entry of threats of low. Supplier power is low to moderate. Supplier power is limited because LEGO uses standardized material from many vendors and buys in very large volumes. LEGO can switch supplier easily, making suppliers more dependent on LEGO than the other way around. Buyer power is moderate. Buyers have alternatives such as cheaper toys or digital entertainment, so switching is easy. However, LEGO reduces buyer power through the premium brand positioning and strong loyalty, especially among adult fans who value quality and breed compatibility. Threat of substitute is high. The largest pressure comes from a digital entertainment, game streaming, social media, and apps competing for children's leisure time. LEGO responds by investing in digital content and hybrid experiences linking physical and virtual play. Competitive library is moderate. Library from firms like Metal and Hasbro is strong, but LEGO avoid price competition through product quality, brand storytelling, and exclusive licenses. Industry growth also reduced the constant price wars. Overall pressure are mostly moderate, but a high substitution from digital entertainment remains LEGO's key external challenge. Let's go with the barrier to explain the internal sources of its competitive advantage. Brand repetition is sustained advantage. LEGO's brand is trusted worldwide for quality, creativity, and safety. The reputation is rare and nearly impossible to copy. LEGO monetizes it through licensing, media, and retail stores. Licensing and IP partnership is a same advantage. Exclusive deals with franchises like Star Wars and Marvel bring cultural relevance and steady demand. This partnership are valuable, rare, and contractually protected. Breed compatibility is temporary advantage. Universal breed compatibility promotes repeat buying and customer lock-in, while competitors can imitate similar system. This creates a temporary advantage, not a permanent moat. Manufacturing network is competitive. LEGO's manufacturing ensures high efficiency and quality, but similar network can be built by competitor over time. This gives a partially rather than differentiation. Lastly, fan community and LEGO idea is sustainable advantage. LEGO's fan community uniquely feeds innovation through co-creation. Fans co-design products and generate deep royalty, something competitors have not replicated, creating another sustained advantage. LEGO's success is driven less by scale and more by brand power, exclusive partnership, and fan innovation ecosystem.
So moving on to innovation, most of Lego's success comes from their commitment to innovation. This first began when they shifted from wooden toys to plastic bricks, which introduced Lego's system of play. This allowed all Lego pieces to be connected through all generations, making Legos more compatible for creativity. As Lego continued to grow, they introduced some product enhancements, which included wheels and windows. They also introduced some instruction manuals, which for their sets, which helped customers create more realistic structures and increase the complexity of the customer's experience. One major innovation of Lego's ecosystem was opening a theme park of Legoland in Billund, Denmark. This created a new revenue stream for Lego and allowed families to have an interactive, immersive experience of the Lego world in person. Later, they introduced minifigures, which was able to bring to life characters from different movies and also enhance storytelling through their sets. The introduction of these unique character the introduction of these unique minifigures helped them with future partnerships as they were fully able to tell the story with these characters. In the late 1900s, Lego moved into the more of modern forms of play through Lego Mindstorms, which combine coding, sensors, and robotics to encourage a different type of learning with kids, which included STEM learning. And more recently, they have expanded into digital entertainment, which includes some video games and also the Lego movie, in order to stay relevant with the new generations that spend time on screens and in front of screens.
Now I'm gonna talk about the partnership cases. Uh, Lego's collaboration strategy using two major partnerships, Star Wars and Nike. These two partnerships show how Lego was able to recover from low sales, attract new audience, and expand its brands beyond just toys and entertainment. First, the Lego and Star Wars partnership began in 1999 during a time when Lego was struggling with low sales. At that time, Lego needed something that could strongly reconnect customers with the brand. Star Wars was already one of the most popular movie franchises in the world, so partnering with it was a very strategic decision. By creating Lego sets based on famous Star Wars scenes and characters, customers were able to physically rebuild moments from the movies. This was especially powerful because it attracted not only children, but also adult collectors and passionate Star Wars fans. Lego was no longer seen as just a toy for kids. It became something adults could also enjoy and collect. One of the best examples of this success is Ultimate Millennium Falcon set. This product became extremely popular because of its high level of detail and complex building process. It wasn't just a toy, it was a premium experience. This helped LEGO increase sales and strengthen its brand image at the same time. Most importantly, this was LEGO's first major licensing partnership. After seeing how successful this collaboration was, LEGO realized that licensing could be a powerful long-term growth strategy. This partnership completely reshaped how LEGO approached future collaboration. More recently, LEGO's collaboration with Nike shows how the company is expanding beyond movies and entertainment into sports and lifestyle. Nike is one of the most recognizable athletic brands in the world. So this partnership allowed LEGO to reach a completely new group of customers. Through this collaboration, LEGO introduced sets and experiences connected to basketball and sneaker culture, which are core parts of Nike brand's identity. This is important because Lego is no longer only targeting movie fans. It is now also appealing to people who are interested in sports, fitness, and street culture. In addition, Lego and Nike created an in-person experience at Legoland, California that combines both brands. Visitors can participate in basketball-themed activities while engaging with Lego. This shows that Lego is not only selling products but also creating experiences that connect emotionally with customers. This partnership proves that Lego is willing to explore new markets and adapt its brand to changing consumer interests. These two partnerships show how Lego uses collaboration as a growth strategy. The Star Wars partnership helped LEGO recover from low sales and build strong emotional connections with fans. The Nike partnership showed how LEGO is now expanding into sports and lifestyle to reach new customer segments. By using well-known brands that customers already trust and love, LEGO is able to reduce risk, increase brand recognition, and stay competitive in the toy industry. These collaborations highlight LEGO's ability to evolve its business model and continue growing in new directions.
For the 2024 financials, consumer sales, they grew by 12% as opposed to the previous 2023 growth of only 4%. The reason they attributed this was the botanical collection, which is their flowers and plants series, and other large collaborations like we mentioned, the Star Wars and Nike collabs. Revenue grew 13% from the previous year, 73.3 billion Danish krone. The reason is strong demand for large and diverse portfolio with third-party retailers. The operating profit was 18.7 million DKK, which was up 10% from the previous year. They said this is because of increased asset usage and efficiency, which helped them to just overall limit costs. And finally, their net profit was 13.8 billion Danish krone, which exceeded the expectations, and it exceeded the previous net profit um, of 13.1 billion in 2023. And they said this is because of the overall growth in sales and demand that they've been receiving.
So to end it off, in conclusion, Lego's transformation from simple wooden toys to a globally recognized toy and entertainment brand shows how innovation has driven their success as a company. Their ability to stay true to their core values of creativity, quality, imagination, and learning guides their continued growth as they continue to innovate. And through their theme parks, licensing partnerships, video games, and digital media and entertainment, Lego creates value for their customers and a competitive advantage. Premium products and pricing has reflected their loyal customers and a strong brand reputation in the industry compared to other competitors that they have. Thank you.